Ishq mine Marjawan Season 2 starting with Aina Priya burning Vansh's pic and saying, "How dare you hurt Kabir, I have just loved you, my son longed for my love, I sacrificed Kabir's happiness and gave to you, you dared to shoot him, you have hurt someone I love the most, I will also hurt you by using someone you love, if my secret comes out at dinner tonight, I will also reveal Writte's secret so that you know she is cheating you." He says everything will be fine, I kept the heaven for that, we will keep a puja also, so that Mata Rani ends problems for Writte and Vansh. What happened to you? Sia signs nothing. Vansh gets balloons and makes her smile. Sia thanks her. Dottie says you returned her childhood. She goes to keep the kalash at a safe place. Sia says, "You know what I want." Vansh says yes. She stops him. He says yes. She asks, "Why don't you talk to Writte well, you behave so rude, I don't like it." Vansh says, "You are young now, Writte is not like she appears, her truth is something else." She nods. He goes. Ishani gets gifts for everyone. Chanjo likes the purse. Dottie says these gifts tell a beautiful story, I like to see Ishani happy. Ishani looks responsible now, my worry got away now, it's because of Writte, we should thank her that she fixed this alliance, she chose the best life partner for you and gave you a good gift, didn't you get anything for her? Anger says her gift is here. Ishani thinks, I wish I got a poison for her, the stupid honeymoon was like a punishment for me, I will make her life a punishment now. Writte comes to Vansh. He says, I hope you liked my surprise, didn't you plan anything for me? She gets a gift. Ishq mine Marjawan plays. He checks his sketch. He says, I love it, I promise this sketch will always be here, whether you be here or not, I meant it will be here, whether we're here or not. She thinks, what did Sejal tell him? He takes her and asks her to sit. He gives her roses. He gives her the bouquet and says surprise is inside the bouquet. She gets a gun and thinks, is it to take my life? He says, you remember our first night, what did I tell you? She recalls his words. She thinks Vansh doesn't want to kill me, he wants me to kill myself. He says, you are thinking right, I know everything but I want to know it from you. She thinks Sejal told him everything about me and Kabir. Ishani and Anger come to their room. Ishani scolds him a lot for booking a cheap hotel, whose idea was it that we have a tour in India? Anger says COVID is going on, I promise I will take you abroad. She taunts him and goes. Aina Priya looks at the door. Chanchal and Aina Priya sit at the table. Chanchal thinks, I thought to separate Vansh and Writte, and fell into trouble, when Sejal comes, my bad time will start. Aina Priya thinks, I can see the game getting over, Sejal will tell about Kabir and me, how to save myself. Kabir comes drunk to his home and says, what does Vansh think of himself? No Vansh, you won't win if you got Sejal, you can't suspend my motive. He switches on the lights and sees Mishra. He asks, what are you doing here, didn't Vansh kidnap you and Sejal? Mishra says, no, I got Sejal here. Kabir gets shocked. He says, she is here, it means Vansh was lying. Writte thinks truth is bitter, truth is our marriage is a deceive, I came here to send you to jail, I cheated you and your family, I should die, I accept it, I will accept myself. Kabir takes Sejal's phone. Writte thinks to tell truth to Vansh once and then accept the punishment he gives her. Kabir calls Writte and says, don't tell the truth to Vansh, he is lying. Writte says, I want to tell you something, Vansh. Vansh says, say it Writte, I am listening. Kabir says, pick up, come on. Her phone rings. Vansh answers the call and says, so you reached. He stops Writte from going. Writte says, actually, I will go and receive her. Vansh makes her hear a man's voice on call. She says it's a man's voice, but it was Sejal's name on the phone. Vansh says he is my office boy, I asked him to get filed. I saved his number on Sejal's name. She says you lied about Sejal. He says I never met Sejal till now. She gets away and asks why did you lie, why were you playing game with everyone? He pulls her and says you are saying it as if you don't play any game. I had to do it, because I know there is someone who is cheating me. I will unveil that person. The world knows that I hate cheat a lot and cheaters. He goes. Writte says it seems Vansh knows my truth, but how can he know it if he didn't meet Sejal? What is he saying? I don't understand. Kabir sends Sejal's pic. He says Writte isn't answering. I hope she sees the pic and doesn't tell anything to Vansh. He played a good game. Writte checks phone and says thank God, Sejal is with Kabir, she is safe. I will call him after Vansh sleeps. Dottie says when is Sejal coming? Aryan says she isn't coming. I heard Vansh and Writte talk, he said Sejal won't come today. Dottie says I got many things made, we will have dinner. Chanchal and Aryan smile. Chanchal thinks I did some good deeds, I got saved. Anupriya gets Kabir's message. Vansh was fooling everyone. I have Sejal with me, be happy. Anupriya thinks he is my son, I am proud of him. Writte says make me talk to Sejal, she wanted to tell me something. Kabir says she is safe, I am going to send her to Dubai, don't confess anything to Vansh, he is a killer, he said none can find out Rajini. Writte says I will find out Rajini's truth, stop blaming anyone without proof. She sees someone and says there was someone here. Her phone falls down in the plant pot. She looks for the phone. She thinks to leave before anyone sees her and take the phone in the morning.